Hello, everybody. We are back yet again for another Monday live stream with California Psychics. My name is Bree. I'm going to be your moderator for the day, and I am joined by the amazing Psychic Rika. Rika,
Hello!
Woo!
Woo!
How are we feeling? How are we feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Yeah.
I'm excited for
Mhm.
this, and I can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm already getting an impression. I wonder who the first question is going to be. I wonder if I should already say it if you've already picked it or not. Like, how do we do it? Like, anyway, I'm getting strong. I just want to say it. I'm just going to say it. We'll see what
Okay.
happens. I have no idea why I'm saying it first, but I'm getting strong vibes of like Allison, Ali, Alan, A's, strong A's. I don't know if it's already been picked or what, or
Okay.
how it's going to come to know, but that's what I'm feeling. Aubrey. Anyway,
I will keep an eye out for any A names.
who knows what that's about yet? We'll find
Yes,
out.
really quickly, I just have a couple of ground rules, notes I want to tag before we get started. Rule number one, no legal questions. So nothing about court cases or Social Security, anything like that. And we're also going to say that there are no health questions allowed. So anything about COVID, sickness, diseases, fertility, that's a really big question. We are not able to answer those as well, but everything else is on the table and up for grabs. With Rika, she really likes active participation. So if we choose your question, we really, really, really need you guys to be there, be present, be in the moment, and kind of go back and forth with us. I'll display multiple comments on the screen. That's just a fun, interactive way, and I really enjoy it. So definitely try to be present and in the moment. And then we do have a promo code for all first-time California Psychics users. That promo code is RIKA5. So if you go ahead and go onto our website or download our app after the live stream, create an account and use the promo code RIKA5, and you guys will get $5 automatically added to your account to go towards your first reading. And that could be with Psychic Rika, or it could be with any other psychic listed on our website. So if you're new, definitely encourage you guys to try out that promo code. I would. But I think that is about everything that I have. Rika, are you ready to make some magic happen?
I am ready to make magic. Yes, the more interactive we can make it, the better, the fun, the better it is for everyone. It's always really good to understand how we can get verifications of things that are being said, because it gets us encouraged to keep moving forward in our dreams. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Hey, well, I can just tell there's a lot of good energy today. So I am so excited.
I know, I'm excited. Like, what's going to happen? Like, this is
I
really
don't
great.
Yeah. Okay, let's find our first question. Okie dokie. I have one from, oh wait, where did it go? I lost it. Let me find her again really quick. Let's do Haley. I see Haley, and she's been in here since the beginning. Hi, Rika. My uncle Brian went missing in Vancouver on September 13th. Will he be found safe soon?
All right, here, let me see what we get with that. So sorry to hear about your uncle. Yeah, so first off, I can feel the fears of the family that we're fearing the worst. Whatever, if Haley's here, what if you can do to let that go for a second so I can see outside of that? Yeah, I'm a little concerned about that. So how do we get verifications of this? These are difficult situations, right? Because obviously, if it was a straight up yes, it would just be flying out of my mouth. But obviously, I'm trying to be sensitive to things I'm feeling. I hear the word Christmas and I hear the word Chris. So if there's any way to connect the C letter with your family, even if it's Brian's another, as in the family, whether it be Christy, Catherine, et cetera, if it's something to do with Brian's first, middle, last name, that would be helpful. Or there's something about Christmas in this guy, which is important. Now, I think that, unfortunately, this is a really hard first question. Oh my God, because how do we deliver news that, anyway, I hope you're in contact with the local authorities. I'm sure you are. We need to keep searching the grounds. I do think that there is a situation where there's some water element and things that remind me of pine trees or forests. I don't know the topography in Vancouver. I've never been out of America, honestly, but I just think we need to keep the local authorities. And I just think that unfortunately, I'm going to pray that, a miracle happens and he returns home safe. That's the best I can do with that reading, because I feel like, unfortunately, like there's some difficulties. I feel like the disappearance is connected to some troubles he was having with a female that obviously could be a wife or a mother of children. If any of these things you can confirm, it'll make it easier for me to probably say what I want to say. But I guess I hear no.
Yeah.
That's really hard.
That's
That's
a
really
really
hard to say out loud. But,
for sure.
and I hope that this is a case where obviously I want to be very, wrong about that. But what can we do? And then who's the M in her family? Like Mike, Mark, Mary, M names. So these are things that Haley can even go back later, maybe put comments on, if she can see it. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah. Haley, if you're here, go ahead and leave us a comment.
Help us with that. But no,
I'll keep an eye.
Unfortunately, I see I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, we are keeping you and your family in our thoughts, Haley.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's find another question. I agree, Jessica. That was a hard one.
That was a hard one to only because it doesn't matter. They're all the questions are the equal,
Yeah.
Oh gosh, Angie, good. There's an A. As I was going to Allison, I finally circled Angie.
Oh,
so at least Angelica just arrived for my circle.
Yes. Angelica over on YouTube. Her question is, my boyfriend's baby mama continues to control my boyfriend and recently moved back into his apartment and harasses him and me. Is she trying to get him, or is she trying to get back with him, or just trying to separate us?
Is Angelica the name of the person asking the question, or the name of the baby mama?
Okay. Angelica is the name of the person asking.
Okay, here we go. Always too in the future too with questions, do include names of the people, like the boyfriend's name. Things like that are helpful to me more than birthdays any day. Well, yeah, I think first off, I literally heard, no one has to be psychic to know that she's trying to destroy something. She can say that she's fine with you. Oh no, I don't have a problem, whatever. But she definitely wants to write out any relationship. Thank you, sweetie. And then you can put his name too, if you would, Angelica. I'm interested in his name as well. Okay, so she wants to write out anyone. She wants to be the last one standing. So if people keep leaving because of her, then she's getting her goal. What I would do, because it actually sounds like you and this guy are actually compatible and that you actually could have a good relationship. It does sound like he gets a little bit tossed and turned. He doesn't know how to handle. I don't think he doesn't have a spine. I think he doesn't know how to handle it. You might think him allowing that to happen would, be against you, but not necessarily. So I would really start praying that everything Aliidi does really starts to work in your favor. What will happen is she will end up getting so disgusted by him for something that wouldn't bother you, obviously, something that she will end up getting so turned off that she will be like, I don't want anything to do with him. So there is something at play, but his character, his energy field is really rooted in some dysfunction with his own mother. And so no wonder the mother of his children, similar. And I think that your guys' issue starts 12 years ago. I don't know how old these kids are, but I think what happened for him is that he did not get the approval in his own home, such as his mother maybe didn't defend him in the name of a dad's criticism or something like that. And I feel like this is what's being replayed in a kind of a different kind of scenario, but the same dysfunctions being replayed. I really want you to pray for him to wake up and to really tell the truth about his self-esteem and what happened in his family and why he feels so low about himself. To me, these are reasons why she has the ability to manipulate, get in, and be the last woman standing. But if you want to be the last woman standing, the only way to do that is make your enemy work in your favor. And so it's time that what she does is now your benefit, which would allow this situation to go away. Also for you, you really want to find out, what is it about me? Thank you for that. Confirm. Thank you. So you want to find out what is about you. No, you're okay. They say your energy is actually okay, that you're pretty objective and you don't hate her despite the drama. It says like you actually are pretty clear. So I think that this is about really, getting him to overcome the trauma of his own dad and, forgiving his own mom for not maybe protecting this disapproval, and to really just pray that she, wakes up, and that she really doesn't want to be with him ever again.
Yeah. Yeah.
But only through the heart can we do that. If we're always noticing the boundary or always putting up that wall, or she's just trying to ruin me or what, which is a fair question. It's just that we keep that level of entanglement. Like, how do we get beyond that? The only way to get beyond that is to turn the wheel. So you have to return it from somehow a negative force into a positive force.
Got it.
So she will stop this the moment let's say you follow my directions and you start tonight and you start saying, okay, that's it. This is from now on, the situation, it is what it is. So it has to work in my favor. It has to work in my favor somehow, because I really love this guy. Then maybe you could get a miracle in a week, right? But it's really going to be to your understanding of what I'm saying to you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. While you guys are here, please keep liking, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel so that you can be notified the next time we go live. We go live once a week. So turn on those little notifications.
And I'll be here twice in October, the 10th and the last. Wow.
You're right. We have Rika twice next month, which is exciting. Okie dokie. I saw a really good question. Where did it go?
I'm holding this up so you can see it. I'm going to see if it matches my circle name.
Okay. I have a couple that are really sticking out to me right now, but I'm going to go with Kim from Facebook. My mother, Millie, just passed a few months ago. Does she have anything to tell me?
Sure, honey. Let's take an exhale and just try to listen. Let's see what Millie. Okay, so she, believe it or not, Christmas is coming up again, which is interesting. So something about the holidays. I don't know if you still have lights up or things that remind you of decorations, even if they're not specifically Christmas, but they're decorative. Because the first thing she shows me around you is like all these like streams coming down, like decorative energy in your environment. So that's the first thing. She wants to acknowledge that she recognizes this decorative energy. She says sorry. I don't know if she really needs forgiveness, but she wants to go 3 or 4 years ago, honey. She's sorry. And she said she made a mistake and it didn't turn out the way she wanted. And she hopes that there is forgiveness. Okay. That's what she says. I think you need to forgive yourself. Important. Also, she said 3 or 4 years ago, and then maybe 2 years ago, something was maybe getting better. Anyway, it's not your fault. She says over and over. She hopes that you'll let go of this idea. She hopes that you will let go of the pain of her death, whatever is your fault, whatever she's speaking about that's making me be like, it's not your fault, or whatever burden you've taken on through her passing. She's hoping that you will give up that stance because she wants to dance with you. She says she's in your place and she wants to dance and put the music on and have a really good time. And she's afraid that if you don't understand, that, oh, honey, it's just grief, right? But if you don't understand the nature of death, like she's afraid that, she doesn't want to miss the dancing with you. She says, we got to go. We got to get our shoes on. We got to get going. We got to move. We got to do these things. She's also trying to get you to move. She makes me put shoes on and wants you to move quicker, notwithstanding your grief, of course. But she says, like, we got to get going. Like, so do you have to move out of the house? Do we have to pack her boxes? Like, we got to get things moving. We're not moving quick enough. She says that we need to move faster. Are you there, Kim? Are you able to relate to anything I've said?
I am looking for her comment.
Let's see what else. But you have to forgive. That's the main thing here. And then if we get something, if she comes back later with any verifications, we can keep going with that.
Okie dokie.
Carolyn, KK. I know you're a K, Kim. I don't know if there's other CKs in your family, but I think I heard Carolyn or a Karen or another CK energy like you, Kimmy. You do understand, honey? Are we going to move quicker? Can we get through those boxes quicker? Can we get out? Can we get out of the house? Yeah. Thank you, honey.
Yeah. Just as a reminder, everybody, if we choose your question, we would love your participation. If you could just kind of comment back and forth with us, that would be greatly appreciated. Okie dokie. I have
You'll
one
see
from
her though. They say that you'll see her. You're afraid you can't see her. You can. As you forgive, your ability to hear, see grows. It's just like in these readings, like when people are consumed by their heads, and I can't get you in a state of listen, it's very hard to get people who are in their minds information because they can't hear because they're thinking. Okay, you feel better. I don't know who Anderson is or AD or Anderson, but something about your dad. Okay, we're good. Kim's clear. Okay, next.
Okay, let's see. I see an interesting question over on YouTube from Grits Kennedy. My dead family members bought jewelry with their hard-earned money. I hid them 3 years ago. And in his other comments, it's clear that the jewelry is now missing and he doesn't know where it's at.
Oh,
Mhm.
you hit it, but you don't. Okay, here we go. Clear the mind. Think of the word listen. I did circle a George. I don't know if George and grits go together or not. I don't know if I'm going to take that. Probably not. Okay, here we go. I put George next to J, which could almost be, but whatever. Let's
Mm.
see. That's me trying to get access where it's at. Clear the mind, honey. Okay, so they go to like I want to go like Myrtle Beach. So I don't know enough about geography or things like that to understand, but let's go to a place that would have water, a water element, like a well-known water town. Myrtle Beach, I think it was water because of the name. So let's go to this kind of thing. It almost makes me think higher end, a little bit higher economic, I guess. So let's go to that water house. You're there, Grits. I love it. Let's go to the water house. Where would be the water house? The house near water. I get that, or an element of that. Okay, let's see where else. Also, I got A names, like if it's connected to an A city or state. I almost want to say Atlanta, right? So if it's an A city or state or an A family member, she can find him. He can find him. There's also a female that's going to help you find him. Do we have a Sheila or another C or S sounding name? Honey, you guys can find it. Okay, inside your house, you think it's in your house? Well, where would there be water? Like, where's the pond? Like, do you live near a pond? Like, why do you think they made me say Myrtle Beach? Like, did anyone have a beach house? Did anyone, let's get out of your house and just think bigger terms. Why that would happen. It could be a way of verifying the dead person, like trying to say something, then we'll be able to get more information. Are you landlocked? Okay, do you have a pond? Do you have a fountain outside? So they're not letting go of the water element. The water element either means it's connected to where this jewelry is, or it's connected to the deceased person, and our ability to identify how it's connected will give us more information. They say that if you want to stick in your house and there's no water, then let's go where the water would be in a house. The water, your aunt lived near Florida. Is that the dead person?
And he's in California. I saw a comment.
Okay, so there's water in California, just not right where he's at.
Mhm.
He obviously doesn't live by the beach. They say if we're going to go to your house, which you say there's no water, then go to where the water would be. So that water is going to be near sinks, also like a hot water heater. Honey Grits, I need your attention. I feel like you're thinking too much. So let me clear you out of your head. Think of the word listen for me, Grits, so that I'm not against your mind. Like, so you're not thinking as quick as I am. You need to slow your head. Oh, shh, not your mind. I'll do it different. Not his mind. Okay, what does the A name mean to you? Allen, Apple, AP, A. They say it's a water feature. Then let's go where the hot water heater is or where the washer dryer is. They're talking about a water feature. So you're going to have to go follow the water in your house to find it. They're not letting that go. Yes, we got the verification about the aunt living in Florida, which is fine. Obviously, you hid it in your house, and that's what you want to know. But go to the water features in the house. Go to where the hot water heater is. Go near there in the washer dryer. That's what they say to do. So hope you can find it. I want to
Yeah.
give you more, but I feel like you might be thinking, no, as I'm trying to get there. So this is a little bit difficult, honey, but you should be able to find it. Also, is there a female in your home? Because I feel like there's a female that's going to help you. If that's the dead aunt, we never verified if the dead aunt was the one you're talking about. Honey, look by where the water is. So what room is near the water? What room is near the washer dryer? What situation? Is there a guest room off of that situation? Okay, hopefully he'll come back and find it. It'll be surprisingly near a water element. I suppose it could be a water picture, but
Mm.
you know. Okay, that's what we get. So we'll find out.
He did say my daughter, and no, dead aunt helped pay.
Okay, so your daughter is helping. Your daughter's in that house. So the dead aunt is not the one connected to the jewelry in Florida. The daughter is the one that's going to help you. Let me look at your daughter. Uh, they say that it's like right there. Okay, let me tell you how to find it then, because they're making it in your house. They're putting it like, I see like a room that's connected to a water element. If that's just a bathroom, fine, like I think it's a greater bottle of water, but whatever. And they say that this is how we're going to find it, because they're saying it's right there. So these are the directions to finding it. Open my eyes to see, open my ears to hear. So you're just going to start in the middle of your house. And you're going to say, open my eyes to see. You'll hear, go straight. Just go straight. Don't judge it. And then you go straight. And then you're like, open my eyes to see. Go left. You'll go left. You might go in a circle, but they'll bring you to it. But just follow the directions and not try to judge it. Honey, I bet you find it in a week. That daughter can find it. And she knows what I'm talking about. You ask your daughter about the water. I don't know why she can relate, but she will.
Wow. Well,
Jordan, J or G connected again with this family other than your own name? Oh, you're the Kennedy, the C. Anyway, that's what we got. So because we're not live, like with him here right now, like,
yes,
that's what we got.
That was awesome. We'll keep our fingers crossed for you, Grits. Hopefully you find it soon. We do have a blog on our website as well with some tips to find a lost object. So
because whenever you say like, where is it? You're never going to get it. Like what gives, it's not going to give. Open my eyes to see, put me in rhythm, all those things. Yeah. The last thing I think about is like a sofa sleeper, like a hide a bed, which is weird.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So the next question that I have is from Jess over on YouTube. My daughter has talked about angels in our house and often says she sees things in her room. The lights in her room randomly flicker too. Is this something I should be concerned about?
Well, angels sound awesome. No, I would find her to be very clairvoyant. This is a girl that you probably want to get a deck of tarot cards with and put her with the positive people. Like Sonia Choquette is super, super positive for psychic development. That's who I read as a teenager. Choquette, Chouquette. She's been around forever. She has things called Trust Your Vibes and your chakra stuff. Have her read medium books like Teresa Caputo, things like that. She's a full-on psychic. These angels are Australia. It sounds like a grandmother or great grandmother or auntie, that level. Australia. So think about AE names, honey. Could even be just simple like Elizabeth Eleanor, but you hear what I'm saying. Also the man that comes with it, who makes me again think about like an Alfredo, or maybe it's just an F, like Francis, or L, something with an F, with maybe 2 letters before. He's typically my first initial girl. These are very beautiful, beneficial characters helping her. They're making sure that she gets good grades. How old is she? That she gets good grades and that she's going to be really smart and bright and not a bully.
She has seen a man.
So grandpa, let's go to granddad. So I thought about the name F, or like even something like that could be like Alfred. So think about the F connection in the family, first, middle, last name. Don't think so hard that you just say no, because but go to that F and then we'll locate that person through there. Hi, this is a beneficial character. This is like your dad's dad or your dad's granddad. Like this is wonderful. Or if your dad has passed, it's your dad, but I think it's more of a great level.
Okie dokie. Rika, really quick, just because we're not going to be able to get to everybody that's here today, what is your schedule looking like?
Yeah. And then also too, if you want tarot cards, then let me know.
Okay.
I work Monday through Thursday. I work 7 hours on Monday, 12 to 7, although next week I signed up 11 to 6, we'll see. And then 12 to 6, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then I do answer DMs over the weekend, direct messages. And then sometimes I might get on the weekend randomly, but I always keep that same 25 hours, Monday through Thursday, California time.
Whoop, whoop. Okie dokie. And then we do have that promo code for you guys too, if you want to If you're first-time customers to California Psychics and you want to give it a try, Rika 5 will get you guys $5 automatically added to your account, which is awesome. Okay, so Lacey, I'm going to choose your question. Rika, I don't really think we can go into the latter part of this question, but I just want to see if there's any messages that you can get from this person. So this is from Lacey. My little sister passed away and the autopsy was undetermined. I wanted to see how she passed and if it was foul play. So I'm thinking maybe we can just see if there's any messages.
Let's see how this gets handled. Thank you, honey. I do hope that there is, I do think that you need, yes. How do we answer this? I do think that investigation is necessary. I don't know what you guys have done, but hopefully you're already under that. And that's something that you're already connected to with the authorities. I do feel that that's a good idea and that you should do that. So I can guide you that way. I don't think that's being legal or medical with you. I'm not allowed to be a doctor here or be medical. So I guess Bree is trying to say, don't answer how she died. So I won't do that here, although I am getting an impression. Okay. You need to follow your instincts, Lacey. Let's put it this way. Follow your instincts, follow your guidance. You're a detective. You know a lot. Don't think you don't know. That's how your sister wants to give you a message. She says, you do know the truth. Follow your intuition. It's your dominant thought that she wants you to follow. I will be able to have a peaceful rest if you follow your intuition. It's not that she's not peaceful now. She says that you'll be able to be peaceful with her if you follow your intuition. She says she's sorry. She misses you. She misses her dad. She misses the family, honey. Something about a vehicle and a car. She wants to talk about a vehicle and a car with you. Okay, we're just going to let her have these little impressions. And the smoke, a lot of smoke. I don't know if she was a cigarette smoker or other kind of smoker, but there's smoke. Or if you smoke, who smokes? She has a journal that you're supposed to read, or you're journaling to her and she's reading it, and we want everything to be written down. She says you can receive messages. She's with a grandmother on the other side, an elderly lady that's passed. They're taking care of her and we love her. They make me think about Katrina, Catherine, CK names connected to the grandmother, or again with your sister or something like that. But it could be, again, any family member. You have to follow the leads. Now there's a boy. So do we know a J like a Seuss, or do we know like a B name like a Brian? This is important. You have something to talk about. And then there's something about real estate. Cassie, Is that the C of the dot? Katrina, your sister? Yeah, okay, fine. That's the initial of the sister. Okay, great. So that's my K or my C. Okay. And then the C got circled again. Okay, fine. So what's up with the car, honey? She says you can talk about that. We love each other. Cassie and her sister love each other. Wow. They're hugging. She's hugging her. You have an animal you hug. Like, is that
Kelsey?
Kay is the sister. Oh, that was back to the first thing I said. Cassie is who? Oh, the grandma. Okay, maybe I understand now. Thank you. Okay, so the K is the sister. Perfect. And the C, and you got a new car. We love it. I love it. Okay, and then do we like frogs? Does she like turtles? What are the little green animals? Is green her favorite color? Green everywhere. Anyway, she's hugging you. She says, I hug you every night. You're never alone. And then she goes to some sort of jewelry. I wonder if we all got the same thing in her name, like the same necklace or the same bracelet. Okay.
Wow.
That's what she says.
That was great. Okie dokie.
Lacey's really smart. Lacey, you're really smart. You can it's clear to me Kelsey is trying to give you
direction.
Yeah,
absolutely. We hope that helps, Lacey.
Daniel, David,
yeah.
Dees. Okay, if she can answer that quick, otherwise we'll move on.
Okay, let me just give her a little. Okay, I don't see her, so we will move on to our next question. Really quick, I saw something from Lisa over on YouTube saying that she never gets picked. How do I choose my people? I'm so sorry you haven't been picked yet. I typically I typically just choose whatever questions really stick out to me. call me. So again, if you come around every Monday, I'm positive your answer will be, or your question will be answered at some point. But because of the time constraint, we kind of have to keep it limited in these hour-long live streams. Okay, so let's see. Somebody said I have a burning question. What's your burning question?
What was Lisa? What happened to Lisa? Oh, she just commented she didn't get picked, but there's no question.
There's no question. I haven't
This is
seen
the thing, people. Always make a question.
Very true.
No matter what.
Very true.
Just make the question.
Very true. The comments go by so fast, so it's really hard for me to see.
Yeah, without questions. We can't answer anything. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Lisa.
I know. Lisa, I'll keep an eye out for your question.
Tell her the answer is yes. Anyway, she should, something new with her. Lisa's going to get a reading anyway. Okay, that because she wants to be picked so bad.
Okay.
New job, new life, maybe got a new romance, maybe it's a reconciliation. Let's go with it. There you are. Lisa, we don't care about that. We want your question, Lisa. We don't care about how you get picked. You want your question. You got picked. Oh, she's there. That was you. That's me. I thought she was saying it just now. You did it. Anyway, Lisa Pasquale is listening. And this is new for everything. Let's get a new job, a new everything. Everything is shiny and new. So either you just got it or you're about to. Also, you are supposed to be getting married. If you're already married, then I'm picking up on like some special anniversary for you. But you are definitely have an amazing, like I feel like 1 year, like wow, like you already know the person. Everything is new. Lisa, you're probably in one of the best places you've ever been in your entire life. And you should take that feeling to the bank.
I love that. Well, now you've been picked, Lisa. Yay! Okay, moving on to our next question from Christina. Will Mitchell and Christina reunite? It's eating at my soul.
Are you the cream Christina mentioned in this?
Yes.
Okay. Are me and Mitchell going to reunite? It's eating at my soul. Uh-oh. They said no, but they said that's because you must have an adverse reaction to it. You must want it, but have no way of believing it. You must want it, but can't see it to save your life. It must be eating your soul because there's not you can't envision a way that will go different. And the reason you wouldn't be able to envision that is not because you're not like a positive person. It's because this person has affected you in an up and down way that you've been complicit in, that you've gone along with, and now you don't even conceive of it. Yep, I think he can come back in December. He can come back at the end of October. Yep, he's always going to come back, which is really interesting. But your situation, they said, no, the reason they won't reunite is because of Christina. Because Christina just isn't going to let him be different. No matter how hard she tries, she's not going to be able to trust him. She's not going to be able to see that. So let's say they get back together. She doesn't have the patience. She doesn't have the patience for 1 month of seeing that he's reformed, or 2 months, or even whatever it takes, because I feel like there's an old marriage with him. So I don't know how that other marriage just came into play, but it came into my mind now. So there's something going on with this guy that you get back together, but you don't even have the patience, which means you have the patience for about a day. And that means that if you got back together after a couple of days, if he wasn't acting right, you're going to go right back to your own methods. You also have probably read his mind so many times that you have no idea what your own feelings are here. And you have no idea that you would be rejecting it. So you can reunite. What's eating at your soul is that you want to lose the son of a bitch. What's eating at your soul is you don't really want him back. What's eating at your soul is you need to make a better choice. That's what I got.
Period. Okay, let's see. Really quick, for all those watching, I just want to mention something that's over on our Instagram story. We are working on a little project that features a psychic medium, and we need your help to ask us questions about psychic mediums. So if there's something certain that you want to ask a psychic medium, not a specific question that relates to you, but just in general, how they work, things like that, go on over to our Instagram at California Psychics. On our story, there's that little question inbox, and you can type it in. And then we'll hopefully be able to use your question for a really fun project that we're working on with Rika. So,
okay, I think Christina must have heard something.
Okay.
Because I got in Christina's mind, like it came down a little bit, and she said, if I could possibly, therapy could help you believe him. Any way of communicating different than you have before, not looking at every behavior he does as, oh, it's your name. getting more objective, understanding that people do change. If you really don't believe in his ability to change, and you don't want to be asking about him, right? Because you can't date potential. So she softened up a little bit, and she's like, well, so she softened up. So, maybe you're going to look at it from a different perspective.
Got it. Okay. Let's see. I love New York. I have a burning question. My name is Gina. Can you please tell me how Michael is currently feeling about me? We broke up almost 2 years ago because he went back to his ex.
Okay, honey, here we go. Gina. Well, that's definitely over. There is no scene where I see him coming back. Anything is possible in 20 years, but that is not now. You're the one that got away, even though he got away. Maybe you think he's the one that got away. I think he recognizes that he may have made a mistake and chosen maybe a lower love level, but it was better because I feel like for him, like he needed love at a more neutral level, that love that kind of got all his passions up, or got him up so much in his head that like, that's a harder love for him because there's so much to lose and vulnerability. And this one is more neutral. It's less up and down, less passion, and it's probably going to be for life. How he feels is that he's sorry, but it was the right thing to do, and he doesn't have any hatred or any of that. Always probably will have unconditional love and think of you fondly, but that seems to be as deep as it gets.
Alrighty. I don't see.
So yeah, hopefully you have someone else near you. I do feel a romance vibes, but how he feels is, even if he made a mistake, he made the right choice, he says, right?
Okie dokie. I don't see any comments from her, so I will move on to the next question from Yesenia. My brother Jason died in 2009. Never got a chance to say goodbye. Does he forgive me?
So sorry. Here we go, honey. He forgives you. My whole throat opens with I start coughing. When I start coughing, it would mean that either he had situations where like his oxygen was cut off. I almost feel like I'm drowning in water. You can figure out how that relates to his death. Obviously this is different than the one about the autopsy. You already know how this person died, but I do choke. I choke a lot. It makes me think I choked. Okay. It makes me think also I'm drowning. So it could be that I got suffocated, or, it could even be, I guess, a type of suicide, in a way, but I feel like, carbon dioxide or water, kind of like I'm drowning. Okay. Anyway, you heard me cough. You heard that energy. He says it's his fault anyway. His death is his fault anyway. And that 3 years before his death, he should have changed something, but he didn't. Okay. Cardiac. Okay. I guess that could be like that. So it was instantaneous, but he says it's his fault. So he has something to do with that death. He says some sort of behavior or pattern. He says 3 years prior to that death, he could have changed something in his life and he didn't. He's sorry for you. He forgives. He's sorry. He says he's sorry. He says you should forgive yourself. He's trying to always be around you. He puts like awards. He showed me like things that look like shiny awards. So I don't know if you've been recently acknowledged for a good job, or you're getting awards for something, or the awards in your family, or if he had awards before he died, but he is showing that. Hopefully that's a connection to him. It does feel like an award, or something. What else would be award is maybe there's something that we present in memorial of him under his name, or something that's repetitive. He says no one can take a joke anymore in the world. He says, can we all just joke about it? He's like, whoops, which means that he took this life for granted. Unfortunately, in some way, he wants to say whoops. So he is acknowledging his irreverence to his own life. He's acknowledging that he maybe didn't take things seriously. That sounds like an ego. He's acknowledging that maybe his ego was such that he didn't really understand the depth of life, and he died before he could understand the depth of it. He does care about you very much. He talks about something that you did 3 or 4 years after he died, which would be like 2013 or something like that. Did we do a special letter? Did you do a special writing for him? Have you submitted something like that would include him, but it has lots of writing? That writing could also be something to do with education, obviously, or your job. but I do feel like a lot of whiting, and you're a good girl. You know that, right? You're always doing the right thing. You're always doing the right thing, honey. You're always trying to remember the right way. You love your mother. We love you. You love your mother and he loves you. You love your grandmother. You care about family. You're a good person, honey. You do things that no one can see. You have what I call unseen virtue brings visible results. You do things that are virtuous that nobody can see, but you do them anyway. You're a kind person. He is sorry, Yesenia. He forgives you. You forgive yourself, but he says a lot of things are his fault. So I hope you understand this reading. I hope you understand how he's trying to take responsibility 3 years prior to his death, and also something 3 to 4 years after his death. There's something you did which he was really able to see the truth, and anyway, he's really sorry, honey. He says he's responsible for that cardiac arrest.
That was beautiful. Gave me chills.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. I have one.
She has a pendant, a necklace. Okay.
I have one from Melissa, who's been here since the start. Shout out, Melissa. Hi, Rika.
Hi,
Can
Melissa.
you tell me when Tremaine will reach out to me, or when we're going to have our first conversation?
Please. Okay. Okay. So freaking cute here. I can't even stand it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. I wish I was this cute. Oh, you feel it. You're so cute. I can't handle it. Clear the mind out. Let's find out. Okay, today is Monday. Okay, Thursday. We're gonna say by Thursday. It happens Wednesday, but this is how you're gonna get to go down, Melissa. With stuff like this, which we're trying to get off the ground and make a conversation, you can't go ask like, well, when's he going to do it? And then sit there and wait as though it's not your life, or be like, we'll see, or maybe yes, maybe no. And then poll like tons of people. Like, I'm okay with you talking to as many psychic as you want naturally. But I do have to say that when it comes to things like this, you need to adopt an attitude of like, okay, I'm going to own that prediction. So this is verbatim.
Mm-hmm.
I own the prediction that he can reach out by Thursday. I put it in my energy field and I get in rhythm with that outcome. When you get in rhythm with that, then things can happen that you are outside of your logic, outside of your mind, outside of what you think is going to go on, outside of what you think there he is. They say you got it, you heard it. So let's just own the prediction. This is a first contact anyway. When you own that prediction too, when he calls, it'll be sweet because you won't be full of all this stuff in your head. Like, how come it took him so long? Stuff like that. And when he calls, anyway, you're super bright and cute. He's going to date you, probably take about 4 to 6 weeks. Where's the athletics here? Was he a sports person? Were you? Even this is when you were younger. I get a lot of sports energy here, super cute energy. And one of you has either a younger brother or a younger nephew, a young male that's in your lives. Is that him or is that you? And it looks so cute. I'm going to make it his side, like a little brother or a nephew he watches over. His dad is great. I love his dad. And there's a lot of medical energy connected to one of your families as well, such as one of your parents is in the medical industry or one of you are.
Wow.
Okay, so Thursday, and that'll be your conversation. But the way to get what you want, to get the most out of it, is not only that you own the prediction because it's happening to you, right? It's my life. I live my prediction. And then also write down the things you want him to say. Like how you're going to know that, yes. Okay, she's ready.
She said.
You're going to report it to me too. I can tell.
Wow.
She's powerful. She knows she knows her schnizzle. She knows the schnizzle dizzle.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I loved that one. Okay. Let's see. Cynthia.
If anyone wants to row, maybe they don't.
Oh, yeah.
If they do, we've got like 7, 8 more minutes.
Yeah. We can ask. Or maybe, is it okay if we do both?
Yeah, let's do this one first and then ask them. Okay, Cynthia, let's find out when you're going to get love. We'll see if they give us a name. If names come authentically, I'll give it. Personally, I sometimes try to gear away with that only because like if you're only, I would hate it. Like let's say Fred shows up and he's everything, but his name's not Bob and you say no, that would suck ass. Okay, here we go. So like, you know what I mean? Like also too like, okay, anyway, that's a lot of preamble. There's a reason. Okay, let's find out. Hi, Cynthia. Oh, she's bright. She's beautiful. She gets, yes, they show like what looks like a marriage. Of course, it could be any commitment ceremony. It could just be a way of us understanding. At 63, you're going to get ready. Your person is very close by. Okay, they say give him a name. All right. Michael, Mark, Mac, Mike, M, a first, middle, or last name with a first initial of M. If this is an ex-boyfriend, you better let me know because this is a reconciliation question. But M, I'll give it an M. They say give it an M. There are a few times I've given people's names. They've meant this person. Again, I don't want to be so esoteric sometimes. This person is not far from you, like down the road, less than 9 miles, which seems like further, like a long road down, but still, he's not far. Maybe it's 0.9. You would have known him 2 months ago, maybe even 6 months ago. I don't know that you've dated him, but he knows who you are. And I don't know when your 63rd birthday is, but they make me think by the time you're 63, you'll be fully in this soulmate relationship, that your question will be totally different and you'll be with this person forever. He might be a little bit younger than you, maybe like 58, like not a lot, maybe.
Maybe. I love it. Keep us updated, Cynthia. That's exciting. Love that. Okay, do you guys want to switch to tarot for the last 6 minutes, or do you want to keep doing questions? Rika, is it okay if we do both? Like if somebody wants a card, okay. So we'll kind of do that. But I don't know if you remember, you have a fantastic memory, so I'm sure you do. But Lisa, she asked her question. She asked her question that she was going to ask. Can you tell me who, where, and when will I find my soulmate? And is my brother and grandmother my guardian angels?
Okay, so I was predicting all the shiny new things for you. Mm-hmm. You are with your soulmate by December. Let's expand the soulmate word for you too, Lisa. You know, we all just want our soulmates, but we don't even know what the F that means. It's true. We just really don't. So why don't we make lifestyle lists? I want to meet my lifestyle mate, you know? So take some time, Lisa. Okay, you have to get over a heartbreak from 3 or 4 years ago, Lisa. Yep. Let me answer the question about brother and grandmother, and then we'll go from there. Do we have a Quentin, a Q sound, or things that sound like Q, which could be Clinton, I suppose, or things that sound like that? Also, I went to an L, like I know you're Lisa L. I don't know if there's another L. Could be like EL, like Elizabeth. But Quentin or Quincy, I don't know where your brother's making me think of an unusual, a phonetic. Again, I guess it could be, Quentin. That could be a K too. Let's see here about your, anyway, everything new. You're going to be with your soulmate in December. There's no doubt about it. This person's coming. You'll probably meet them November 6th. They're giving you actual specifics, which means your guardian angels here, which I will call your grandmother and your brother. But there's another one. There's another female that's included there. Is there an Auntie L, honey? Or things that sound like that, like Lucy or Elise, or things that sound like that. You're so close to getting everything you wanted. You just have a chip from 4 years ago. So whatever that chip is 3 or 4 years ago, just say whatever that is in my life. Like, and if you know what it is, when you're praying, claim and say, from this moment forward, my future can no longer be affected by my past ever again. I am someone that wants the future and not the past. Therefore, I revolutionize my past into the light of my future because there's no other way to get through it. No, it's not someone this is a brand new person, but you are definitely what was it? It must have been something like a long-term or marriage. There's definitely an old relationship, which is heavy on you. And it doesn't mean you're not going to get this soulmate. It just means that your way of relating to it may not be conducive to what you want to have happen to you. We get things all the time, right? And then they slip through our fingers. But why? Is it the other person that's slipping through our fingers and stuff they're doing? Typically it slips through our fingers because we don't know how to relate to even the thing that we want, our own desire. I'm coughing with Lisa. What's up with your dad? There's a man figure that passed away other than your brother, which there may be some heavy feelings about, honey. She's not there.
I haven't seen a comment from her, but I will keep my eyes out. Any last?
And then Nick, I heard N names connected to her as well.
Okay. And then let me find us another question.
So yeah, we should, the people that watch my Facebook lives regularly, like you go back and watch it, like, yeah, it's your dad. Oh, it's your dad, honey. That's the issue, is your dad. Oh, forgive, honey, forgive. Let's forgive the whole scene. All of it. We have to forgive the whole scene. All of it. Forgive yourself for being a person that's had these experiences in life. Everyone that's watching, let's forgive ourselves for our troubles. We're all equal, we're all human, and we're all experiencing trouble on some level. The trouble is not indicative of our worth, our value. It's indicative of being alive. While we're alive, all sorts of things happen, and then we die, and then we don't know enough to know what happens there, but obviously they can communicate. And it's your dad that I want you to heal from, honey. Your dad. If you can just forgive yourself for your dad, forgive yourself for just misunderstandings and confusion. You'll never want for anything. Not only will you get this new job, which maybe you already got, and this new romance is on the way, but you're going to be able to write about it, speak about it, share the world with people. You have so many gifts to share through your tragedies. Whole different vibe came through when we got to your dad, a whole different energy. Your dad is also your guardian angel, whether you know it or not. We're all here, honey. It's a united family. It's a healed family. Things have to be fixable. If they're not fixable, how will we have peace? How will people become happy? There's two ways to deal with dysfunction and things that aren't good. We can keep the dysfunction as I'm going to hold on to it forever, and that's how I'm going to prove that there's justice, or we can no longer be affected. We can be healed and go on to show the light of the day. That's real justice, honey. Lisa, you're an amazing energy. I'm glad you got back on. Please, Lisa, please. You're so much more valuable. You're so much more valuable. You have so much more value.
Absolutely. Yet again, we are about at time.
That's it. Yeah.
This has been an amazing live. I am so sorry that we could not get to everybody today. Again, we only had an hour. However, Rika is going to be online. We'll go over her schedule in just a second. But then I also want to remind you guys that we have 2 live streams in October with Rika. One on October 10th, same time, same place. And then I believe the other one was the 24th.
Right. The last Monday. Come prepared to participate, because we can get so much deeper, not only with healing, but with the way to merge the invisible with visible, how to relate to predictions, how to understand how they come to be, how to not separate ourselves out from what's being predicted, but how to be part of it, how to be part of the outcome. You have to be. It's your life. So if you're not part of the outcome, who is? All right. I love you guys.
Thank
you so much.
Bye, Rika. I'm just going to do some closing notes. Bye. Really quickly, just before I hop off of here, I do want to remind you guys that we have a promo code. So if you are new to California Psychics, you want to give it a try, you don't have an account yet, go ahead and download our app or go onto our website, create an account, and use the promo code RIKA5, which I am flashing below. And you guys will get $5 automatically added to your account. I see a lot of love coming from the comments, a lot of thank yous. Thank you guys for hanging out with us today. So much fun. And like I said, we will see you guys shortly. We don't have a live next week. That's going to be our Tarot takeover, which you can find some more information about on our social media. But in 2 weeks, we will be back here with Rika. So get your questions ready, and I will see you guys then. Bye. Have a happy Monday.